All right, friends, it is October 24, 2023, and I've seen a video like this recently showing neurons connecting with each other. Get out of the way here. And I'm watching this time lapse here. These, I believe, are neurons in a petri dish. So I don't know if in the brain how different that is, but either way, the visual impact is what I really, really enjoy. All these neurons are connecting with each other. And so seeing a video, one of these videos, not this specific, it was a different one I saw a while back, and then thinking about it in regards to quote-unquote remote viewing, and in regards to the threshold of awareness with a subliminal barrier, or what is considered the subconscious. And I was thinking about it. The theory that I go along with in regards to the threshold of awareness, or the subliminal barrier, is along the lines of an electromagnetic field within the brain that affects the thought process, or the thinking process, and memory retrieval and internal processing, mental processing, or what may be considered pre-conscious awareness or pre-conscious processing. And the notion that it may exist inside of an electromagnetic field. And I've done a lot of experiments with that to locate that field, that barrier, and using blind quote-unquote targets to be able to detect any or when an input might cross that barrier. But I'm thinking along those lines, of that subject line, but in a completely different direction now, at least for this. So I'm hanging that thing up for a minute, and I'm looking at this in terms of becoming aware when actual quote-unquote remote viewing is taking place, and what that might look like. So I've explored the medulla oblongata, the dentate gyrus, the mossy fiber, pyramidal cells going into the C3 area, connecting to memory association networks. And this is kind of like that. But what I've been really, really contemplating is when an individual would become aware of actual quote-unquote remote viewing stimulus that is real, verifiable. And I've been thinking in terms of that the awareness happens when enough neural connectivity takes place. So, like in this example, here's the start again. Let's just use this as an example. This is the beginning of the attempt at a quote-unquote remote viewing, or the acquisition or the selection, the selector mechanism connects with a range of time and space, specific range of time and space, the attractor mechanism begins to activate this type of activity. So at this level, it is not perceivable to the awareness level because there's not enough neuron activity. There's not enough connected nets. There's not enough neural connectivity to become aware of it. It's like underwater. I don't want to say underwater. That's too much like a subconscious reference. There's not enough neural activity for it to be detectable consciously. But as they grow, or as the connectivity, this would be like if I were to look at this as pattern separation, whereas the input in whatever state it exists in, which would be inside of here, inside of these pyramidal cells and neurons, is going through the process of pattern separation. So that the aspects of the range are being decoded properly, as opposed to pattern completion, where they're just attaching to a memory and that net completes. But as this, if it's pattern separation, the connectivity grows and grows and grows until it becomes, till there's enough activity here to enough stimuli, enough neural nets connected for it to stimulate the conscious awareness of the individual. So if that's the case, what I'm exploring is the awareness factor of the actual input when a real quote-unquote remote viewing is taking place. That the initial conscious awareness of it is based on neural connectivity more than an electromagnetic field within the brain structure. So of course I have to put this to the test. So I had to go and grab a blind practice target